Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say hello and welcome to I Am the Change. My name is Michelle Simon Kelly. I'm just getting used to saying the Simon part, and I'm going to dump the Kelly by the end of the year. I'm going to give myself time, and I started this as my New Year's resolution in 2019, stating out loud I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video letting you guys know how that experience was going, which was not very good. I thought once I just say something, that should be it. I should be done and over with, on to the next. And what I keep finding out is things don't work that way. At least for me, they don't. I can have the best of intentions, but things take me a lot longer than I thought they were supposed to, and still do to this day. I definitely underestimate the amount of time things take me to do. And that has been something I've been working on, but I didn't know I needed to work on until I noticed it was a problem. And in certain cases, it's not a problem, but with being late to getting to places, it's definitely a problem. Needing to be there at a certain time, I need to work on that. I'm usually like right on time by the skin of my teeth or a couple minutes late. I also started doing, I had other intentions every year for the past 6 years. And this year I'm working on forgiveness. And you guys, it's easy to tell you what I'm working on, but then what I do as a result of that is what I should tell you guys, and what I need to know too. I always wanted people to tell me, how long does this take? And not just how long does this take, what do you do? I don't care that you know or went to school for something. I want to know what you do. And so what I do to work on forgiveness every single day is, and it's mostly forgiving myself for things I think I should have known, for things I thought I should have learned quicker, faster, or I should be better at. And part of that is attached to the shame, expecting myself to know things that no one ever taught me how to do. So what I'm doing to work on forgiveness this year is I go to meetings every day. I told you guys I'm in 3 12-step programs. So I am a recovering alcoholic and addict. I am a recovering food addict, and I am a recovering adult child. And what that means is I am acknowledging that I came from a dysfunctional family. So a lot of this stuff is talk therapy, talking out loud, and writing things down. And then not just talking, writing things down, telling them to another person. And what I've learned is to have more of, and I was talking last week about not remembering and being in groups. Being in groups helps me remember things that I forgot about. And also when I voice things that have happened to me, it might help somebody else remember something that happened to them. So what I used to do in the beginning is take hostages. I would get one person and tell everything to one person until they let me down. And then I'd be like, see, I knew it. I can't trust anybody. And really, it's not fair to put all your everything into one person. It is smothering and is overwhelming, and they are human. And not only have I done this to other people have done that to me too. And I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes. And it's okay to make a mistake and not beat the shit over myself. Like, that's not, one of the things I'm learning is it's not, I don't get mad at myself. I'm not frustrated. I don't stay mad for as long as I used to. And I don't beat the crap out of myself as long as I used to. And then I have to remember, what would I say to a friend? If a friend called me and told me they did the same thing that I just did, I would be kind, I would be loving, and I would be compassionate. And so that's what I'm learning how to do to myself. And I wanted to talk to you guys. The thing that I've been struggling with the most lately is overeating. So when I joined I'm in FAA, which is Food Addicts Anonymous, and I never heard of this 12-step program until I was sober for about 32 years. And I've been in AA for over 34 years now. And we hear about there's other 12-step programs. Well, I never heard about FAA, and I've been around the 12-step fellowships for a while and heard of a bunch of them, but I never heard of Food Addicts Anonymous. And what they do is they give you a suggested food plan. And what I used to do is I used to graze all day long. I never intentionally had a meal on purpose unless I was meeting somebody for lunch or meeting somebody for dinner or for breakfast. I would just have a little bit here, a little bit there. If I was going out to dinner, I would have an appetizer so I could have dessert. Like, there were all these ways I learned to justify how I ate. And so I'm on this, they have this suggested food plan. And in the beginning, it is so much food. I never ate that much food in my life. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This works? Like, I never ate like this before. Now, I'm off of sugar, flour, wheat, and caffeine. And in the beginning, I couldn't eat all of the food. It was too much. And one lady said to me, you have to eat everything. And when people talk to me like that, it makes me not want to do what they say. And somebody else said to me, Michelle, just do what you can. And as time goes on, your body will get used to it. And then you will be able to eat all of it. And they were right. And that's what I was able to do. And so years ago, I went to Weight Watchers, and I remember going in and getting weighed. And I said to the woman, sometimes I can't get all my points in. I started to lose my appetite. And she said, you have to eat all your points. And then I started eating when I wasn't hungry, and I started counting this point, this point, this point. And then I blamed that lady for so long. She made me start eating when I wasn't hungry. And it wasn't she made me start eating. I listened to her instead of trusting my intuition. But I blamed her for years. It's all this lady's fault. She told me to eat when I wasn't hungry just to get my points in. And I'm learning not to blame others. I need to take responsibility. I'm the one who picked up the food. Even though she told me that, sometimes people give wrong information. And so anyway, I started being able to eat all my food. Well, I'm getting hungrier at nighttime and starting to overeat. And nighttime has always been my worst time. That's when I chill out. That's when I want to eat. And I've been overeating at night, and it's made me feel so shitty. I'm still overeating abstinent food. I'm still abstinent, but this process of overeating, there's something in me that sabotages myself at night, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's I don't believe I'm worthy of good things, or I'm just used to screwing things up. But I've been abstinent for almost 2 years, and this is the longest I've ever done anything with the food. And finding out that I'm not the only one that does this, or it doesn't just happen to me, is such a great feeling. And so I'm learning. And one of the things that I stopped doing was writing my food down, which I used to do every day, which I need to start doing. And I talk to you guys about consistency all the time. The one thing I've been able to be consistent with is my recovery, doing these videos, doing certain things. But a lot of things aren't easy for me to be consistent with, which is like exercise and writing things down. And when I'm left to do that on my own, I don't do as well. So anyway, this is your sign signing off. I will tell you more next week. To be continued. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Stay safe.